From the Woodshed, a casual conversation with Chase Morrill and Ryan Eldridge from Kennebec Cabin Company, the team that inspired the hit show Maine Cabin Masters. From the Woodshed is brought to you by Nelma. See the stamp, trust the quality. By Hero Media Arts, connecting small business with new customers. And by Hammond Lumber, your building project partner. Now, from the Woodshed Studios at KCC headquarters in Manchester, Maine, it's Chase and Ryan.
From the Woodshed, I'm Chase Morrill. With me, as always, Ryan Eldridge and Maggie Morrill.
Hey,
guys.
Today, our guest is Karen Page from the Dempsey Center, and we'll speak with her a little bit later. You can find us at KennebecCabinCompany.com, MaineCabinMasters.com, Facebook, Instagram. Check out our YouTube Kennebec Cabin Company channel, our online store at shop.KennebecCabinCompany.com. And we always want to thank our sponsors, Hammond Lumber Company, the official building materials supplier of Kennebec Cabin Company, Nelma, Northeast Lumber Manufacturing Association, Hero Media Network, and Kennebec Savings Bank.
Shop, shop, shop.
Shop, shop, shop.
It's that time of the year. It is Santa's village over here. It's nuts. It feels festive, though, doesn't it?
It feels so festive.
So festive.
And just imagine when there's a coating of white everywhere, it is going to be full on Christmas.
Kind of feel bad for the production because they're a day late. So if you guys don't know, today we filmed an episode of the United Way, Christmas episode for the TV show.
Yep. It is our wrap day, officially ending season 9.
Kind of.
I mean, for the most part.
Yes.
For the majority is done, a little bit here and there, but they really wanted that white Christmas, quintessential New England holiday scene, and they're a day late.
And I didn't think
Day early.
I didn't think they had a chance 3 weeks ago. I mean, it was 70 about 3 weeks ago, a month ago.
Yeah.
And then now we're getting a nor'easter. It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
Are you excited?
I'm excited.
Maggie's going to get her snow.
Yep.
And it's going to be a heavy, wet snow, so you know it's sticking around.
We got new plows, and we got all kinds of stuff to plow. How long till the novelty wears off on that? A day?
It's already worn off for me.
Oh, see, I'm a new plow guy. I'm going to love it for a while. I'll come plow your driveway if you want to just chill out.
No, I'll get Maggie to do it.
Nope. No, you won't.
I'll get Nori to do it.
No, it'd be awesome.
Nori, today Nori's last day of driver's ed?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so now Nori will have her permit as well. 2 kind of drivers.
If you're a smart dad, you'd get a bunch of plow accounts. Just sit over there. There we go. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Put a plow in front of the pilot.
Yeah. That's how you pay for your car, kids. So I got to see the Sap House today. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Part of the episode.
Yeah.
That is like the real deal. Have you been down there?
Briefly.
And I think your dad was kind of, I don't know, he was very happy. I think he was honestly happy about it. But I think he couldn't believe that we all kept a secret either.
Yeah. Yes. The amount of people.
I couldn't really either.
There was everyone you talked to every day was involved in that.
I know.
We got
What else goes behind my, Better not to know. Better not to know.
Right.
Yeah. But no, things are wrapping up.
Yeah, it's been a productive week. We're at that time in the cabins where like you work so hard, you don't see much. And morale, and then you get that 1 week and it just comes together and It's good for morale and it's good to see.
But it's also, it's funny how it's coinciding, like the end of the season, the first snow. It's like everything is just, because once it snows, it changes everything about how we work,
Everything gets so much harder.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we're sending people out, cleaning up each job site, making sure any lumber's accessible, covered over with a tarp, just ready to go.
We're smarter, though, because remember like 10 years ago, you wouldn't even think about that. And then you'd be like, oh, stuff would get buried for the whole year.
Yeah.
I was looking for that. Or you'd plow up a whole pile of stuff in the snowbank.
Yeah.
I think we got our stuff together for the most part. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. I still have plenty to do tomorrow morning.
Me too. I was like, I gotta do that. I was like, can you help me, Dad? I gotta run this, that.
Yeah.
Right, we're getting there. And the temperature dropped just like that. It's been a cold week.
Yeah.
But it's good.
It is.
And we kind of we were trying to get everything done, and stuff happened. So we'll have one camp left. He's coming back after the new year. Kind of fun. Not kind of fun, because it was really nice to have that hard out right now when you think about it. But we'll be fine.
But they're never really gone.
No, they're not.
Because already Lisa was like, okay, so let's
oh yeah, when we
talk winter schedule.
Yeah, when we back.
I'm like, all right. We
should block them for 2 months.
Just have a button we can press that
Right.
blocks every single phone number from.
Speaking about phones, I still cannot believe you did not bring your phone with you. That gives me anxiety.
I did bring my phone.
Oh, you did.
I did.
Oh.
And it was a last minute decision when I was driving around the Logan Airport trying to find a parking spot for Betsy, the van.
You didn't use it unless you like was sneaking out back in the bathroom. Like,
Oh, no. I just.
Bring your phone where?
on vacation.
But when I was driving around Logan, so
It was stressful.
the van, the Sprinter van is 10 feet height. And normally there's a oversized parking on the ground outside that we've always used. But with the construction going on at the airport, it wasn't open. So I was trying to find somewhere else. And everybody kept sending me all these different spots. And it was always like height restriction, 8 feet, height restriction, 6 feet, height restriction. And they're like, nope, it's in the bottom level of the parking garage. And this big sign said maximum height, 9 feet, 6 inches. And so
you're 10
finally,
feet.
yeah. So finally, I'm like, all right, screw it. I just went through it. And the first sign I hit, it was on strings. But I mean, it took me a good half hour to find a spot.
and it's not like we had a lot of time to waste.
Yeah. So at that point, I was like, all right, I should bring my phone in case something happens like this in Greece.
You need it for emergencies.
But I never pulled it out of my suitcase.
No, you did really well.
So basically,
He didn't. He
Basically, I
did.
didn't have it.
yeah, your plan was like,
But if I had to have it, I could have found it, I guess.
yeah, but what would go wrong at the house that you needed your phone?
No, like the
Maybe
jobs.
you
Chances
guys
are-
maybe I went out to the market and got
Right.
lost.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have your phone because you left it in your suitcase.
Yes. And that, I mean, with
All
everybody,
I'm saying
with
is
everybody
you
else having
practically
phones.
didn't have it.
Fine.
He did good.
Yeah.
I was proud of you.
I read lots of books. I had a real camera.
I could not live without my phone. I'm just going to say that right now, and I'll never try it.
Yeah.
We know.
Addicted.
Don't worry.
Oh, you're right. You're pretty close behind.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm not
wow.
50.
Neither is
So
Ryan.
that means you're going to be even
I
more
rounded up.
Thanks, honey. Thanks, honey.
Just for everyone, I
Oh,
rounded up.
Maggie won Ryan
I
nothing
couldn't
already.
think of the actual number, so I rounded up.
It's 48. It's a fresh 48.
I didn't realize Canadian Jay was 51, or he's going to be 51 in a month.
Do they do years in the metric system up there?
You are so
I didn't realize he was older than Dixie.
Yeah.
So besides Rodney,
He'd be the oldest.
he's the senior.
Didn't we go skiing on his 50th last year?
Did we?
I think so.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. You're right.
If
You're
I
You
was
right.
are
blown
a
away that he
bad
was 50.
boss.
Oh, you've got a good memory.
Age is just a number as you get older. Doesn't mean a thing. Doesn't mean nothing.
Doesn't mean nothing.
Pop right out of bed.
Yeah. But we've got our Christmas plans all figured out. Christmas on Boxing Day at the Lad Center for the Big Morrill family.
Nice.
Yeah, I think it's up to 52 right now.
Oh,
So it'll be a good one.
we got to figure out our company Christmas party
I know.
like ASAP by tomorrow,
Okay.
so they can plan.
All right. Let's get through one Christmas party. And then
Well, we got a break coming up right now, so we can talk about it then. So we got a video by our friends at Hammond Lumber. Take us to a break with us, and when we get back, we're gonna have Karen from the Dempsey Center and a date for our employee party.
There we go.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
And we are back with our guest, Karen Page from the Dempsey Center. How are you, Karen?
Good, thanks. How are you guys?
Hi, Karen. We're well.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
We're ready. We're ready to relax. It's been a long week,
I hear
so
that.
I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Would you like a water, coffee, or beer while we shoot the shit?
I would love some water. That's great.
Perfect.
Yeah, thanks so
I know
much.
Chase gonna have a beer.
That's good.
Yes.
Right from Maine, good old Poland
Oh,
Springs.
fantastic.
That pint glass is your parting gift.
Thank you much.
Chase, what do you got today? We got remnants from last week. Warm beer. We don't.
We don't care.
Baxter, though. That's good stuff.
Stow away.
You can bring one home with you. Which one am I gonna? You guys made fun of me for going.
Go yellow. Go yellow.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. Take it.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Lager Road. That's yummy.
It is.
So we just finished up filming.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's what I heard.
Good week, festive week, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
supposed to be the wrap party for the year, but we have one little episode hanging over us.
Okay. Well, cheers to almost.
We're gonna
Thank
act like
you.
it's over.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
Celebrate a job well done.
So let's start right from the beginning. Tell us about the Dempsey Center and your involvement with it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been with the Dempsey Center for about 8.5 years now in a variety of roles. I've done everything from client care and now have found myself in what I think is perfect for me, which is doing some outreach and making sure that everybody knows about the Dempsey Center services, what we offer, and how it can help people impacted by cancer. So getting out to our local business community, our schools, churches, any kind of organization that would benefit from hearing about us, I want to talk to.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how long has the Dempsey Center, how did it all get started? I mean, most people in Maine probably know the story, but
Absolutely.
Who's that?
it's-
Who's that? Patrick Dempsey guy?
Yeah, Patrick Dempsey. So back in 2008, the Dempsey Center opened its doors for the first time. We were in a very small building on the Central Maine Medical Center campus. And in 2012, we moved into what we now have, which is a beautiful old mill building. Used to be the Knapp Shoe Factory in Lewiston. So we occupy the 5th floor of that space. Beautiful windows, exposed brick, just really nice, inviting space. So we moved into there in 2012. And we also have a location in South Portland. So we have 2 Dempsey Center locations in Maine now, brick and mortar locations where we serve folks who can come into the center and receive services.
how long has the one in Portland been there?
2018,
Oh, okay.
I feel like 16.
Yep.
So you're
Yeah.
like 10-year anniversary.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So Dempsey Center has been around since 2008. And then we have the second location that came, several years later.
That's Gardner Math. Sorry.
Yeah.
So everyone knows Patrick Dempsey's, been on TV.
Sure.
Great actor. My niece is particularly fond of him.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah. And and he's from Maine.
He is. Yep.
From where's he from originally?
Lewiston, Auburn area.
Lewiston, Auburn.
Yeah. A couple different
Right.
places around Lewiston, Auburn.
Right down the road from us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, really decided when he wanted to do something philanthropic. He wanted to do something to kind of give back and help people. His mother was diagnosed with cancer. And, people were starting to ask him kind of, what do you give back to? What is something that you're passionate about? And this whole idea kind of started from there, looking at wellness centers, holistic care, kind of what can join in with a traditional medical model of care, and kind of thought about, well, how can we bring something like that to Maine? It doesn't exist everywhere. We're so fortunate to have the Dempsey Center in Maine, and that allows us to serve anyone impacted by cancer, patients, caregivers, friends, family members, from treatment through survivorship. There's really no limits in terms of who can use the center, kind of what impact of cancer they have. So it's a unique model. It's an incredible model, and we're lucky to have it here in Maine for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And every year there's a big bike, not a race, but a fundraiser,
Mm-hmm.
right? The Dempsey Challenge.
The Dempsey Challenge happens every September. It's been September for the past several years. It is our annual fundraiser, bike, run, and walk event. So it's a weekend. Saturday is the run, walk, 5K, 10K. Sunday are all of our cycling events. And it's really an incredible community event that brings people together from all over the country to Lewiston, Maine, to participate in this event and raise dollars to allow us to provide our services. So everything we do at the Dempsey Center, all of the services and supports we offer are offered at no cost to the people who walk in our doors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we don't ask for insurance information. We don't have a mechanism to bill insurance, even if we wanted to. So it's really no barriers. So we're not asking folks to, pay for anything that they receive when they come to the center. So fundraising, grants, support from corporate sponsors is huge for us. And this past year in September, we just celebrated our 14th annual Dempsey Challenge.
Nice.
And record-breaking year, our participants raised $1.6 million for the Dempsey Center this year.
Wow.
And that's participants. So that doesn't include corporate support, sponsors, any of that.
And that's grown quite rapidly in size. Huh? How many
Yes.
people do you think have over the weekend now?
So we were about 2,000 participants this past year, and that is both in person in Lewiston participating in the
Yeah.
bike, run, and walk events. And then we had another 500 or so who participated virtually, who decided, you know what, I can't make it to Lewiston, but I really believe in what the center is doing and I want to support it. So they did their own kind of virtual 5K or their own virtual bike ride in their community and raised some money for us too.
Because you guys did that a couple of years ago in the pandemic, right? It was
Correct.
all virtual.
Correct. In 2020, everything in the Dempsey Center went virtual, including the Dempsey Challenge.
Kind of opens up your audience, though, which is pretty cool.
It's been really incredible. Yeah. So in 2020, March, we all, shut down. Everything went away. And just like everybody else, we kind of had to figure out how do we operate?
Yeah.
So we were able to very quickly pivot and get to a place that we were offering services virtually. So we opened and launched what we call Dempsey Connects, which is what allows participants to join our services, workshops, classes from anywhere. They log in via a Zoom type platform and can take one of our yoga classes or can join into one of our nutrition cooking classes, attend a support group. It's been awesome. So we've got this whole other group of virtual services that happen outside of our Lewiston and South Portland locations.
Nice.
Yeah.
How far is the reach of the Dempsey Center?
We've got people, from all corners of Maine,
Yeah.
for sure. And then, we have people who either have spent time here or grew up here or have some connection to Maine who learn about us living in Colorado and Florida. And, almost every state in the country has reached out at some point to say, hey, how can I get support? How can I get some help from the services that you offer?
Nice.
And those services you just mentioned, they're more kind of, like you said, they're kind of after the fact sometimes, but also during the fact. And it's not just the physical. So it seems like a lot of mental stuff as well. And
Yeah, absolutely. So, at the Dempsey Center, we like to say that we don't treat cancer as the disease itself. The oncologists and doctors do that really, really well, and the nurses. We kind of join alongside that and help with kind of mind, body, spirit types of interventions and help. So a lot of people want to do some gentle movement, Tai Chi, yoga types of things. We offer all of those classes. Nutrition-based things. People are often wondering, like, should I change my diet a little bit? Or my oncologist is worried I'm losing too much weight. I need to get some creative ways to, change my diet for that, going through treatments. So just, a whole host of things during treatment and then after treatment, that's the part where people start to kind of get back to a little bit
Sure.
more of a regular
Sure.
life, but they're still struggling, right? So the bills are still possibly a burden. They're still dealing with some of the physical side effects from the treatment. So with the Dempsey Center can join alongside in that way too, and kind of work as sort of a rehab-ish model, which is really nice. It allows us to kind of see people through the entire continuum.
Nice. And I mean, a major lifestyle change is difficult, and to not fall back into those same routines, it's good to have support and just, somebody who can say, okay, help set up a plan, or, something just to make sure you stay on the right path
Exactly.
for
Yeah.
health and wellness.
Exactly. And a lot of people, as they finish up their cancer treatment, they start to think about those things.
Yep.
What do I want to do different? What lifestyle changes might I want to make? And we can help with some of that.
how many employees do you guys have or volunteers?
Oh my goodness. So when I was hired back in 2014, I think I was number 18 or 19. And I think we're definitely over 50. I want to say like 53, 54.
Wow.
And a lot of that has been since 2020, honestly.
Yep.
Yeah. So amazing growth, serving more people than ever before, and doing it with really talented and skilled employees who are really specializing in working with this population, which I think is just fantastic.
Yeah. So my wife used to be a nurse navigator at
Yeah.
SMCC.
Okay.
and-
CMCC.
CMCC. Sorry. CMCC. It's
CMMC. CMMC.
in Lewiston.
Yes, in Lewiston. Yes, right up the hill from the Dempsey Center location.
And she worked with Dempsey Center a lot, but having that available to people, like you said, it's not everywhere. And so it's nice that
Yeah.
Maine has that option for people to get that support. Do you find, or do you think that it's starting to become more common throughout the state and throughout the country?
There are definitely like-minded organizations kind of across the country that we try to connect with and reach out to and kind of share best practice and what we should be doing for kind of standard care. We have this ultimate goal, of course, of wanting the Dempsey Center type services to be the standard of care for
Yeah.
oncology. We want anyone who is told in their doctor's office, you have cancer and your family is going to be dealing with this. We want everyone to have access to that. What that looks like, we're not sure, but definitely wanting to be able to help as much as we can, in much more far-reaching ways than we are able to right now.
I got a lot of friends that are nurses, and it's amazing what they do. And
Hmm.
I often
Yeah.
think about the psychology and what they endure. You know, it's got to be hard.
Yeah.
To come in there every day, you know, and just with a smile on your face, and you know, let's face it, not everyone makes it. The technology, science is so much better. You know, the numbers are better, but there's still, I still hear stories of like, you can tell they had a bad day.
Yeah,
You know, and like
absolutely.
they bear a lot of burden.
Yes.
And having someone to talk to or something like that, you know, is very good.
Absolutely. And, you know, for the Dempsey Center, our services are available to anyone impacted by cancer. And those folks are certainly impacted by cancer. So, you know, if we can offer any support or assistance or ability to just listen and be that person to say, I get it. I hear you. I know what you're, you know, I experience that too. There's a lot of comfort in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What drives your programming? Like, as far as, you know, is it more, you know, somebody in the organization sees a need, or somebody in the organization says, okay, a lot of people have come to us with this kind of questions or need? What kind of?
Yeah, it's exactly what you just said. It's our staff being really tuned in to best practices in oncology and cancer care across the country. What are we learning? What are we hearing about that is kind of the thing that a new thing perhaps that helps that we never knew about before? One of our newest programs within the past several years is acupuncture for people going through treatments to help with some of those side effects of cancer treatment. We didn't do that when I first started at the center. That's, you know, a fairly new service, but it's been wonderful to see some of our folks come into the center with, you know, the neuropathy, tingling fingers and toes, or nausea issues, or, you know, any number of things, and having some acupuncture, again, at no cost to them,
It's amazing.
allow them to see, oh my gosh, okay, acupuncture helped me in these, you know, side effects that I was experiencing. So because we're not beholden to insurance companies and having to justify or say how many sessions of this will you pay for, or what's the treatment plan, and okay, then we'll approve this many sessions, because we don't have to do that, our providers can be really specialized in saying, I'm hearing a lot of people come to us and say they're having trouble with this, and what can we do to support that? What classes can we create? What information can we create to put out there to support and help those people?
Nice. How closely do you work with providers?
Very closely.
Yep.
So we have folks who are constantly in touch with the nurses, the social workers,
Nice.
the doctors, the oncologists in each practice across Maine. This past year, 2020, one of our goals was to visit each county in Maine and to hear from each county, you know, unique challenges.
All 16 of them.
All 16 of them. Yeah.
I can't do the song though right now.
Oh, I could. I won't. But I could.
Oh, come on.
Maybe in a break. The fourth grade, you know,
Yeah,
song
of course.
that we all know. So, you know, we're listening to people outside of our geographic regions where we have those locations. Maine's a big state. There's a lot of unique challenges in different parts of the state that we need to know about so that we can figure out how to do things better for all. So that's been a nice tour over the past, 6-12 months.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I mean, like you said, Maine's so geographically different across the state. Then, I mean, even each different type of cancer is so unique, and just the treatments and the side effects, everything. That's a large spectrum
Very broad.
to try and cover.
Right.
And again, it's a fantastic thing that you guys are doing.
Yeah, thanks. And it's again, the providers that, we don't need to know everything about everything, but our nutritionists know everything about nutrition and eating well through treatment and beyond. Our cancer exercise specialist knows about movement pre-treatment and right after treatment. So everybody has their unique specialties and kind of their expertise.
Yeah.
And we learn from that, and they shape and inform what we do.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because like one treatment might work for you, but the same treatment might not work for my body type.
Exactly.
So it's good to have those options.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, people come in with similar side effects, and they may impact somebody bigger than somebody else. So,
Right.
For me, I might not mind that I have tingling in my fingers, but for somebody who loves to sew or knit or garden, that might be a really big concern for them.
Sure. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And so Isadora is a massage therapist, and same thing, like as far as knowing, same thing,
Yes.
what pressures are on the body
Yeah.
There's a lot to it, and it's
Absolutely. And so we have massage therapists at the Dempsey Center as well, who are oncology trained. So they receive
Right.
additional training so that they're not doing harm when somebody's going through treatment. So if there's a port where somebody's receiving chemotherapy or they've got lymphedema, some swelling in their extremities, our clinicians are specially trained to not harm and to help with those types of things and answer questions.
fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know that it's a difficult subject. But what are some positives that you're seeing? I mean, besides, not necessarily what the center's doing is positive across the board, but as far as in that whole aspect, are there some positives that you kind of, goals to strive for or something like that?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think that the opportunity to talk to people and tell them about the services, a lot of people have known about the Dempsey Challenge or
Right.
they've known about the Dempsey Center, but don't know what we do. They think it's a medical facility or, we do research or something else. So being able to talk to
Guilty.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Seriously, guilty. I'm just like, I'm learning so much right now.
Well, I'm so glad. So that is huge to be able to just spread that word far and wide, what we do, and the benefit of what we do to people impacted by cancer. I see all the time, every time I talk to somebody who's coming to the center, the feeling that you get when you walk through our doors is just a comfort and a peace. It's not a medical facility, so it's not the same as when they walk in to get their chemotherapy. It's not the sterile, cold, white tile. It's soft leathers and beautiful brick and, warm
It's the way
colors.
things should be, even
Yeah,
hospitals.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, letting people know has been a huge positive, and we've seen an increase in people reaching out for our services. What we were hearing years before was, oh gosh, I wish I would have heard about this sooner. I wish I would have known about this when I was going through treatment or when I was going through treatment and my child was struggling with understanding what was going on.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known. So we don't want anyone to ever say that.
And it seems like in this battle against cancer, it's starting to get even. With the technology and science is doing a lot better. Like
science is incredible, for sure. Treatments are getting more targeted, more specific. The state of Maine, we're not doing as well as the nation as a whole. I mean, we have, I think the most recent statistics are from 2019, and they were right around 9,200, I think, people diagnosed with cancer in Maine. It's coming down, but it's still not coming down. We're still much higher than other states in the country.
Why do you think that? Is it because of the environment we live in, people that used to work in the mills, or Maine is just being stubborn and not going to doctor?
Probably yes.
All of that.
And
right?
more.
Yeah.
And more.
Absolutely. I mean, and I don't think our challenges are unique. I think there are lots of rural states that are probably struggling with the same kinds of things. And we can do better in terms of education, encouraging people to go to their annual physicals and get their screenings as recommended. But there are real barriers to that. There's transportation. Things are far away for some people in rural Maine. So it's not. It seems very simplistic, but it's not. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the big thing. There's like a lot of men do not want to go to the doctors. But you hear those stories about some people, like if they just would have gone to the doctors, like it would have changed everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we all know the healthy behaviors. We all know the things that we should be doing to be healthy and well. And even when we do those things, sometimes cancer still happens. Sometimes chronic illness still happens. Right. And the one thing that we can control is going to the doctor, getting our screenings as recommended, so that if anything were going on, doctors would find it sooner, treatments easier, better, outcomes better. So that's the one thing we do have some control over.
And know your family history. That's the big thing.
Yes.
That's huge.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Gather that family history. Make sure your doctors know your family history as well. Yeah, that's a great point.
So if somebody wanted to get involved and help out with the Dempsey Center, I mean, besides financial contributions, which are always...
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
What are some ways that people could, help out or get involved?
Yeah, so dempseycenter.org is our website. We have current volunteer postings there all the time. So if you go to, I think it's the Get Involved tab on the top there, it'll scroll down and there's the place to donate, and also our volunteer opportunities. And they're varied. I was just looking at them today. We have a volunteer position for head and wig fitter in our location. So when people are going through treatment, they often lose their hair, and we have a wig bank at the Dempsey Center. So, we need volunteers for a little bit of everything, from office support to those types of special projects. Dempsey Challenge season, of course, there's lots of need for volunteers. We bring on hundreds for that weekend, that week leading up to, and that weekend. So there's a variety of things. I would encourage people to look at the website, and then, just any questions, info@Dempsey Center is a really easy email address to remember. And that will then get triaged to kind of whoever it makes the most sense to help and answer the questions.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do we have some fan questions?
Yes, we do.
Bam.
These are always the best questions too.
Yes.
So what we do is we put out, a couple of days before on our social media outlets, who our guest is and any questions they have.
Great.
Are they all about McDreamy?
Only one.
Is that your question or your sister's?
No.
That's all right.
It's got to happen pretty regularly, right?
It does. And luckily he's fantastic. So bring on
He's
the
using
questions.
that.
Okay, but
In a
don't
positive
talk about it too much. 'Cause I
Okay,
still have to
okay,
get to the
okay,
question.
okay.
You've already started answering half
Okay.
of these.
Okay.
so-
Strike two.
Oh boy. I'm never going to be invited back.
Not you.
No, it's me.
Those
It's us.
two have access to the
It's never
questions.
you.
Those two have access, and then they still ask the same questions.
We know who the real boss
Anyways,
is.
Mhm.
are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. This first question is from Julie Lynn. You answered this first part, but feel free to reiterate.
Okay.
How can people donate, and where does the money go?
That's a great question. So support.dempseycenter.org is the easiest way to get to our online donation portal. You can also send checks in. The address is on the form as well. The money goes directly to patient programming, honestly, because we don't have a fee for service or anything like that. Everything that we make, of course, there's the, typical kind of overhead and that staffing and all of that,
Sure.
but that's where the money goes. The money is going directly to providing the services to anyone impacted by cancer. It's a great question.
Awesome. Okay. Let's see.
I feel weird behind you.
Next question is from Kim Dorr. Is Patrick Dempsey as nice in person as he seems?
Yes. Yes. And I have had this conversation with him before and thanked him for being the person that you would want him to be. He is genuinely invested in the Dempsey Center work. He's a member of the board and will always be. He comes back to Maine frequently and always wants to kind of check in and see how things are going. Yeah, he's phenomenal. He really cares about the work that we're doing.
I'd like to think that's because he's a Mainer.
I honestly,
Right?
it's a huge part of it. It's a huge part of
Yeah.
it. And he could have started the Dempsey Center anywhere.
Nice.
He's got connections all over the country, all over the world. And the fact that he wanted to bring it here to Maine and start it here where he is from speaks a lot about who he is.
Follow up to that question.
Oh no.
Does he have an old cabin in Maine that needs fixing up?
Oh, so I don't think so. However,
Anybody, his friends, family.
However, the first time that not the first time, but several months ago, Fran's Army, a fundraiser, Fran and Bob Stanhope came and we had a fundraiser here.
Wonderful people, yeah.
Amazing people. They have met Patrick several times. And the most recent time, they started talking about their connection with you guys. Oh, that's so exciting. So there was some buzz. So,
All right.
who knows?
The worm is in his ear.
We could keep talking about that.
So another funny side story is my second oldest daughter. I'm sharing the story.
Oh gosh.
She-
She's gonna be so embarrassed.
Yes.
How
Yeah.
old was she?
I don't know. It was like a couple years. It was like
Oh, the
COVID.
Sixth grade?
The story?
No.
It
No, it was when
was like 3 or 4
she
years.
wrote a screenplay,
It was amazing.
It was like 7th grade.
and Patrick
Six.
Dempsey was the lead.
Okay.
And she wrote it all out. She gave everybody, and we acted it out and taped the entire thing.
We should show it.
No. You should not. You should not. You should
I
not.
feel
so
like I need
amazing.
to see that.
But we used our Sprinter van as an air, it happened in an airplane, and terrorists took over, and people were coming into the plane, then jumping out. My mother ended up dying, and it was
The best when we all jumped up. We went to the car.
Yeah.
You were all involved in the
Oh,
film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The whole family.
She was the
It was a
director.
school project.
She went right through the whole thing, scene by scene.
That is
Funny.
fantastic.
And let's just say in the end, the girl got the guy.
Of course. There's no other way.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
and we
hilarious.
also have a picture of Patrick Dempsey that she painted on our living room wall.
She's very talented.
She's very
talented.
And
We do.
his tongue is sticking out, and there's people like it's.
I need to see that.
Yeah, I might have to post that on social media.
There you go.
I'll have to get her permission first.
Sure.
Of
Well,
course,
you
but-
could at least share it with
Right?
me.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Oh, that's
That sounds fantastic.
Sorry, Nori.
So what do you guys have coming up in the near future? Anything planned or just in the winter months and just getting ready for the big event? And...
Yeah. So our biggest fundraiser, of course, is the Dempsey Challenge in September. We have such an amazing community of supporters, similar to the Franz Army event that we were able to have here at the Woodshed. There's always something going on. This Saturday, there's a Mingle and Jingle event happening in an orchard over in Standish. So we've got some amazing creative people who want to give back and help, and they do it in really creative and fun ways.
Awesome.
So
Nice.
there's almost always something going on. You can see a list of things on our website as well if
Perfect.
you want to, if people are thinking, oh, I'd like to support the center, but I'm not sure I want to, write a check. I would like to go to an event or learn more about them in other ways. We have those as well.
Nice. And what was that website again?
DempseyCenter.org.
Dempsey Center.
DempseyCenter.org.
Yeah.
Well, Karen, thank you very much for joining us.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys
Yes,
for having me.
thank you.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it.
And yeah, happy holidays and
To you guys as well.
best of luck with everything.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll
Thank
see you
so
next summer. Do another event. It's fun.
Oh, that would be fantastic. We would love that.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Nice.
We got a new segment that we're really excited about coming up next. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so this next segment's a new one for us. It's called Phone a Fan. We asked you guys to, if you thought you were your biggest fan, send us your name and number, and we would give you a call, surprise call. So
It's
this
going to be
is
so much fun.
totally off the cuff.
Trial and error.
We don't know what's going to happen, and our first call is to Sarah in Indiana.
And I know personally that Sarah has been a big fan, supporting us on social media for a long time. So I hope we get a hold of her. And she's not. What if we cause an accident?
Why would you say that?
Because she's going to be so excited.
Why would you think that?
Let's try it and see what happens. I got AAA.
What's first question? Are you driving?
Oh.
Oh my gosh. This
This is so much fun.
Even if she doesn't answer, we'll leave a message. Well, it's like most people. Like, would you answer a strange number from Maine?
No.
Maybe we should call twice. Like if she doesn't answer.
Let's leave a message and tell her to call back in 30 seconds.
Tell me.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice
All right,
messaging system.
Sarah.
Is not available.
This will be fun.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, Sarah, this is Chase and Ryan
Hi, Sarah. How are you?
from Maine Cabin Masters. We're just randomly giving you a call. If you get this message in the next 30 seconds, give us a call back, and we'd love to talk to you.
If not, thank you for being such a big fan and all the support. And come see us in Maine.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Happy holidays. See ya. Let's try another one. This is fun.
Well, no, we got to talk for 30 seconds.
Okay.
Just give her a chance to. So, watching anything good on Netflix lately?
Oh, what did I just watch?
Oh, I just watched Wednesday.
We watched the first one.
I still haven't watched it.
Was it good?
I was like, I didn't think it was gonna be.
People
good.
say that it doesn't look like it's good, but it is.
Who you rooting for in the World Cup? Messi, Argentina all the way.
I'm going Massey.
I just think
Yes, we know.
That-
What do you think?
if France can win twice in a row, that proves that they're actually the best.
Yeah, if they're
Like, yeah, I would say even France being in the final
No.
2 years in a row proves that they are actually the best and most consistently the best.
no,
I wouldn't think
Does
France
it
would be
not?
that good at soccer. Who's it like?
Does it not prove that they're consistently the best
they're
team?
consistently in
The
in the
best.
high, top league.
They-
But
They
England
could have the
has
most funding.
England has a Premier League, and they're not. I mean, they got close, but France beat
You guys
them.
want to try and call her one more time and see if she'll answer?
Sure.
Let's try it one more time. Why
Answer your
not?
phone, Sarah.
This is not a car warranty extension.
For future reference, you get a strange call on a Thursday evening.
Oh yeah,
answer it.
like they know they submitted, but they probably don't know when we film this.
But it's Indiana. What's the time zone?
Wow, there's a lot of math.
She's still at work. She's probably teaching a class somewhere.
She probably knows it's us and she can't pick it up. She's like, damn
Your
it.
call has been forwarded.
All
to
right.
automated
She dropped us in a
voice
voicemail.
Sorry, Sarah.
Try the next one.
All right, let's go. Ashley Masters.
Sarah's gonna watch this and be so upset.
I know, that's okay. She has a number now.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's not our phones. But anyway, so I met Ashley in Copenhagen after the Billy String show, and she was really, really sweet. And her friend was from there, I think, from Copenhagen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And she's like,
We're calling her.
Where does she live? That's a crazy number.
somewhere in the state.
Your call has
Oh!
She hung up on us.
System.
No, yeah.
4 7
Let's just try and call her right back.
2 1.
All right.
We're calling her again.
All right.
Ashley.
If you get a bunch of spam calls, it's the main cabin
Yeah.
master's
We
calling you.
might need to do a little pre-planning for this segment in the future.
This is fun, though. We're trying to.
Should I go grab some more numbers?
Yeah, go grab some more. Seriously.
We have to get somebody.
Main cabin masters play
Your call
telemarketers.
has
Oh!
She's really
All right.
messaging system.
We're going to get the number list. This will be
4
fun.
7
Someone will answer.
Main
In the
cabin
meantime, how about a few fan questions
Yeah, I'll
for
see that.
Chase and Ryan?
Okay, John walked away to tell us if this is okay, so
It's fine.
guess we're doing it.
Yep.
Sorry. Mary Greenstein asks, what is the difference between a camp and a cabin?
Geography, where you live,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
There's no really physical difference.
No. And Maine Camp Masters doesn't have the same ring to it.
Look, because we got.
Oh,
Yes!
From who?
hi!
Oh,
Call from Sarah Masuda.
Hello?
nope, Sarah Masuda.
Hello.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Press 1.
It's Sarah Masuda, not Ashley.
Hello?
Hi, this is Sarah.
Sarah!
Hey, Sarah, this is Chase from Maine Cabin Masters.
And Ryan.
Hi, Chase. Hi, Ryan.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing great. We're trying out some new technology here. We're so excited to be talking to you.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm excited you guys called.
So where are you,
You
Sarah?
guys are awesome. I am in Indiana right now.
Nice. How's everything in Indiana?
We have snow showers right now. So we're getting hit a little bit, but nothing like you guys are about to get.
I know we're getting a good old nor'easter.
Yeah, just in time for Christmas.
Yes.
So, Sarah,
Oh, yeah. It's the perfect one.
we know you're a big fan. You've been on social media for a long time. We've all been friends, and you've been to headquarters.
Oh, yes. Quite a few times.
Yeah. Nice. When did you first start watching the show?
Season 4, I believe, is when I started watching live, and then I just kind of binge almost every month. I just keep binging.
Fantastic. Do you make it to Maine often?
We are actually looking at relocating to Maine.
Nice.
So we will be up. Yes, my mother and I will be up again in June for
Fan-
about 3 weeks,
Yeah.
and we'll be at headquarters again.
Perfect.
Perfect.
And then my dad and I will be going the month after that back to headquarters again too.
Excellent. Excellent. You looking for any specific area in Maine?
No, we're just kind of browsing. We looked around Manchester area. We've been up to Bangor,
Yeah.
Brunswick area. So we're kind of all around, but yeah, we're thinking.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
It's a good place to
You
be.
guys definitely sold us.
Oh, that's awesome.
Definitely sold us.
Well, I remember like when I saw that you were starting to follow us and like responding to a bunch of stuff, and that was right about the time it made me happy that like younger people were getting behind our show, because when we first started out, we only like appealed to older people, so it really makes us proud to have like younger people watching the show and like making Chase and I feel like we're kind of not
Hip.
You teach me a lot.
Yes.
You guys keep teaching me a lot. Definitely. A
Nice.
lot of stuff I never knew.
And what do you do? What's your background? Are you a student? You carpenter?
I'm a manager at a restaurant.
That was my old line of work for a long time, and Ashley's.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Not to put you on the spot, but do you have any burning questions that we can answer for you right now? It's your one chance. Just kidding. You'll be up soon. You'll probably see us again. You have many chances.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. what kind of roofing do you guys prefer to do in Maine? Do you like the metal roofs more? Do you like to do what kind of roofing?
Well, we don't like
prefer
to
on a house?
install any as we're getting older, but
Yes, that's a good.
I think metal.
If we had our choice, standing seam metal roofing is the best way to go for any roof.
Okay.
because you'll do it
Okay.
once and you won't have to do it again.
Yep. And
Okay.
same thing with insulation, spray foam insulations. If you can go with that, that's the best. My son Fletcher and I were recently up in Brownville, right near Scudic Lake, and there's a slate quarry up in that area. And so many of the old roofs had slate on them. These beautiful old barns that were all slate roof. And to imagine the amount of weight sitting on that roof
God.
with the building still standing is pretty amazing.
But the roofs are still there.
Oh, wow.
They're beautiful roofs.
And now with the price of stuff, nice architectural shingles are getting more and more expensive. So it's still more of an investment, but
Yeah.
it'll pay for itself over time.
Yes.
Nate, Sarah, one thing, I feel like everyone should work in the restaurant industry because I feel like I learned so much about life and people working in a restaurant. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Like how to be efficient,
I completely agree. Oh, yeah.
how to be nice when you don't want to,
How to deal with people.
right?
Yes.
But how to solve problems, how to you get in the weeds and how to deal with stress. Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure.
no, makes you a better person though.
And is all your Christmas shopping done?
It is done. I have been wrapped for about a week.
Nice.
So, pretty good.
Excellent.
We're actually going to my niece's concert tonight, so
Oh, fun. How old's your niece?
pretty good. I have a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old.
Oh, perfect.
Four
The-
girls.
The Nutcracker.
4 girls.
Four girls.
Chase almost had 4 girls. Then we got-
Almost.
Then we got Fletcher.
Almost.
Nice.
Well, thank you so much for answering. This was fun. You're the first ever.
yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. I like that. Well, thank you guys for calling.
And yeah, thank you for calling back. And thank you for watching the show.
Yeah, we really appreciate all the support.
And we'll
Awesome. Thank you guys.
we'll
And
see
then
you when you're
I'll
back
be
up
at
here.
headquarters in May and June.
Yeah, just
so
call this number when you're coming up, and we'll talk in June.
Definitely. I'll send you guys messages.
All right, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you guys.
See ya. Success.
Nice.
We dug ourselves out of that hole, no problem. See, we got the best fans.
Yeah, we really do.
That was fun.
That was.
That was fun. One at a time. We'll just keep calling till we get one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I like that.
How do they apply or how do they submit to be called?
If you want to possibly be on Phone a Fan, send your name and phone number to podcast at maincabinmasters.com.
And don't forget a picture.
Don't forget a picture. If you have a picture at headquarters or with one of us, that helps jog our memory a little bit. But even if you've never met us or just want to talk with us and shoot the shit, give us a call.
And remember, it's Thursday afternoon. So if you're our biggest fan, please send in to podcast at maincabinmasters.com. Include a picture.
Tell us why you're our
Tell
biggest
us why.
fan.
And we may just call you.
Yeah.
Thursday afternoon.
So don't just ignore calls from Maine anymore.
Yeah. If it's from the 207, you might want to answer it.
I'm not sure it's from 207.
It is.
From the 207. Because we only have one area code, but that's going to change, I heard.
Not for a couple of years.
Oh, good. That's weird. Like we have one interstate, pretty much, and one area code. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Easy to keep track of, Maggie.
Let's jump back into old school handwritten questions.
Do you remember the question we were?
Didn't we answer?
Camp versus cabin.
Camp.
And you answered it.
We always say up to camp. When you grow up, I never said we're going up to the cabin. It's camp in Maine, but that Maine Camp Masters just doesn't sound right.
That's true. It can be a camp. It can be a cabin. It can be a lean-to. It can be a platform.
It's a place you go with family.
Yep.
Forget about work. Make memories.
Cottage. Chalet.
I kind of when you say cottage, I picture cedar shakes and white on the coast for some reason.
Cottage. Yes, cottage is more coastal. Camp is more central, and cabin is more northern.
Yeah, I like it.
Let's just run with that.
All right. Next question. My question is, where did Ryan get the grilled cheese sandwich shirt? My husband loved it, and I want to get him one for Christmas.
Oh, that's a cool one. I think I wore it like 4 times, and Ashley's like, "Why the hell are you wearing a grilled cheese?" And I'm like, "It's Grateful Dead shirt." She's like, "No, it's not." Like, pointing at the cheese, they had the little lightning bolt. But I got that for Christmas from my good friend Amanda. Shout out to Amanda, and I think she got it on Etsy or something.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
You have. It's like just a grilled cheese sandwich coming like apart.
Even I've seen it.
Maggie's hip.
Sure.
Interesting.
It's cool. It's kind of one of those subtle, like, just,
Yeah.
I'm hip, I'm cool.
I always thought that was a fish shirt.
Oh,
I always
God.
thought it was split open and melt.
Oh, well, there's a song called Split Open and Melt.
Yeah, that's what I just assumed.
No,
Jeez.
it's
I
cool
know.
shirt. But yeah, I think I was on Etsy.
Okay, cool.
Good old Etsy.
Good old Etsy.
I bought Nori the best Christmas present on Etsy. It's so creepy.
You can say
I'll
it.
show it to
Hey,
you.
you can say it because it's going to air after Christmas, right? What'd you get her?
Okay, it's this princess.
This is fine.
It's Nori loves Princess Diana.
Yes,
It's
she
a
does.
Princess Diana like doll. But I bought it and I was like, okay, it's the size of a Barbie. I would say it's like, I don't know, like 2 feet tall. And it's got like this big dress and it's like on a stand and it like stands up. And I'm keeping it in the box until Christmas because it creeps me out.
And she'll love it.
Why a Princess Diana doll?
She loves Princess Diana.
Oh.
Maggie, Nori loves the weirdest things.
She does.
She does.
Is she watching the new documentary from
I don't think she is.
Henry and
I heard it's
No,
bad.
she just
Harry?
only likes Princess Diana.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't think she watches The Crown.
Hi,
she
Matt.
did. She
Oh, she
watched
did.
the seasons that Princess Diana was in.
She's true to her values. I like that. And we know what you're getting. Huh?
we could tell everybody what we got.
I know.
right
Isn't
now. They
that
won't
funny?
know.
That's
Yeah.
so crazy.
Oh, you guys want to know what I got Ashley?
Yeah.
I
I
got
feel so
her
sneaky.
Marie Spalding. She does the paintings.
Yeah.
I got her a commissioned a painting of the dogs, and she got a throw blanket with it too.
Nice.
Mm.
Better than the gift certificate I usually get her.
I haven't bought a single gift yet.
I also made Mimi Piggy a pillow at school today. It's a little one. It has jingle bells on the corner.
Oh, nice.
She only wants something handmade.
There you go.
Aw, so sweet.
I just
Well, we hope you all got what you wanted on Christmas.
That's right.
so true.
Good luck. All right, what are we up to?
Trivia.
I don't like the last question.
Not my problem.
I don't remember the last question. Bangor Theological
I got it
Seminary.
here.
It was hard.
Okay. Oh yes. In colonial days,
Oh.
Kennebunkport was known as what?
Home of the Indian Chiefs. Where the Indian Chiefs went in the summer.
Nope.
River City.
Nope. Any other guesses?
Home of the bunk beds.
Fishboro.
I'm gonna stop.
Land of many clams.
It was called Cape Porpoise.
Oh.
Damn it! We should have known.
We should have known that.
Really?
Yes, because there's still a Cape Porpoise right down.
Yeah.
They've got a great restaurant that Cousin Wilder used to work at.
My friends live in Cape Porpoise.
Dang it.
Silly.
All right. That was a good question.
Got us again, Maggie.
Yep.
Let's get a new one.
This week's question is, what was it?
Do you pick it ahead of time? You just like grab and go.
No, I pick it ahead of time because most of them are really like outdated or super obscure.
Maybe we need to update it.
Like I could ask you half of these and like probably
Ask us just a couple of them.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, we'd probably know. So we went to a UMaine hockey game. This is a total another tangent. We went to
You
the
guys
UMaine
had a
hockey
blast.
game, and Jedi, Grace, and Erica were there with us. Grace is going to school up there. They left early to go to a vintage clothing store in Bangor, and it was clothing from the 90s. Yeah.
Ouch.
How much are they paying?
I don't even, but like they had like vintage, like UMaine hockey sweatshirts, like all the stuff that was,
Oh yeah, everything I wore in high school
Yep.
is coming back around.
yeah. That made me feel really
I
old.
saw a picture of a one of my friend's kids the other day, and she had on a Nirvana shirt and
Yeah.
Converse All Stars, and I was like,
Oh, Converse were
Yeah.
huge in Greece.
But then my question was, does she even know who Nirvana is?
Probably not.
Hopefully.
Remember the starter jackets everyone had?
Oh, yeah. Those shouldn't come back.
They already have.
Okay, should I ask you a question
Ask
to
us one.
answer? Or, okay.
No more tangents, I promise.
Melody Madison is rhythm guitarist for what local rock band? Exactly.
Mad Madsen.
There's no way anyone would ever know the answer to
Local
that.
to Maine?
I would assume so.
Is this the real trivia question for the week?
No, but that's one that I'm giving you as a why I don't just pick a random one.
Oh,
What was that one in the 70s and 80s?
It's the
The Inspectors.
Nope.
what was Talking Heads Tom Tom Club?
Nope.
Ah.
Still missing.
The answer or the name of that's the name of the band.
Name of the band.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right, good job screening them.
All right.
keep doing
My
what you're doing.
actual one is what Brunswick native won a Pulitzer Prize? Is it Pulitzer or
Pulitzer.
Pulitzer Prize for poetry?
Well, there you go, guys. That's a good question.
That is a good
That's
one.
very easily Googled as well.
I almost asked a different one that was you would never get.
If you know the answer, podcast at maincabinmasters.com. And we will pick the first one, and yeah, they'll be the big winner, get a big prize.
You get to go home to the office next day around the water cooler and tell everyone you won the prize.
And who knows? Maybe we'll call you and tell you you're the winner.
Yeah, we could do that too. Yep. So include your phone number if you like. I love this new telephone technology is amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, don't forget to send your questions for project pointers. Send us, if you're the biggest fan, why you're a biggest fan, podcast at maincabinmasters.com. Thank you, Karen Page, for joining us. Thank you to our sponsors, Hammond Lumber Company, Nelma, Hero Media Network, Kennebec Savings Bank, and From the Woodshed. We'll be talking to you.
From the Woodshed has been brought to you by Nelma. See the stamp? Trust the quality. Hammond Lumber, your building project partner. Kennebec Savings Bank, helping our local community save, thrive, and grow for over 150 years. And Hero Media Network, connecting small business with new customers. From the Woodshed is a production of Kennebec Cabin Company. See you next time.